What do you think is the most asked question from our audience?
It's got to be about crime.
It is about crime, and as you said in your remarks, you're not sure when you'll be able to get your hands on city services, on city departments, and start putting in place your agenda. When you, as you're talking with Kevin Orr and the governor, what sense do you have of the sort of power sharing arrangement they have in mind, and what's your opinion on what sort of power sharing arrangement would work?
You know, my relationship with Kevin Orr and the governor is going to go a lot better if I have this conversation with them and not with you. So I'm going to reserve that for some direct conversations.
But do you expect to get the opportunity to name your own department heads and get rid of some of the consultants who are now running things at City Hall?
You know, that's certainly what I'm pushing for, and I think it's obvious that the long-term success of the city is going to result when you put your permanent people in place and you're not relying on the consultants. Now, what's the timing on that, and how does it come about? Those are things we're going to have to work through.
Okay. Mike, we had a question from the audience, and this person is worried about we're all waiting for the eligibility ruling from Judge Rhodes. What happens if the judge says Detroit is not eligible for bankruptcy? How does the city get out from under this debt and free up the revenue it needs to improve services?
Well, if Mr. Orr and I get a division of responsibilities, it will involve me focusing on operations and him focusing on the bankruptcy lawsuit. And so yeah, I don't want to get into speculating what might or might not happen on that lawsuit. That's not something that's going to be my primary area of responsibility.
Okay, but is it possible for Detroit to become a functional, fiscally healthy city again without getting that bankruptcy eligibility ruling?
You know, the answer is I haven't studied it closely enough to know that, is I guess probably the shortest answer I can give you.
Okay. Mike, post-bankruptcy, when you look at the city of Detroit's finances, you look at the amount of revenue coming in and the amount it takes to run the city. Do you see a point at which Detroit can live on the revenue it produces without the need for huge infusions of federal cash and state assistance?
Oh yeah, I mean, the whole test for Judge Rhodes to terminate this bankruptcy means that a plan of adjustment has been accepted by the bankruptcy court that is proven that the city will be able to operate in the black for the foreseeable future. And Mr. Orr and Jones Day and a number of the consultants have shared those figures with me, but we won't come out of bankruptcy until we do have the prospect for a balanced budget going forward. And then, of course, the question is, are we competent enough to manage so we never slip back again? And that's going to be my role.